Welcome back for another adventure. Today I'm here at Merus Adventure Park, about to walk through a very familiar site, but here at Merus Adventure today, gonna go down to the Boulder Field or Boulder Creek and explore around in that area. It's a hiking trail that's on the map, and there's no four-wheel drive roads or anything that go back up in there, so I thought it'd be a cool spot to check out. And I'm about to walk through one of the campsites I've camped at a few times, but it's a beautiful day today. It's January and sunny, gonna be 70 or 68 or 70 degrees today. It's not very windy at all, so making to be a perfect day. Little cloud cover so the sun's not too hot, and a cool breeze. So I'm hoping those clouds stay around all day, but we'll see. And here's a campsite. I have a video titled 4-Foot Rattler, and he crawled right up through there and around through here. There's a hiking trail right there. So today I'm going from Eagle Point. I might walk through Middle Earth, which is another four-wheel drive road here, but may or may not do that. I don't know. Yeah, gonna start heading down the ribbons or markers tied to the trees. Here is how you know where you need to go. So it looks out. I guess I'll go over here real quick and show the view. But yeah, I messed up. I forgot to switch out the batteries, and I left both batteries still charging at the cabin, so unfortunate, not going to be able to record much on the GoPro. I do have another camera I'll use for today's videos, but I got 8%. When I started recording this, it was at 12, so unfortunately not going to have a lot of footage on the GoPro today. So this video might be more shaky than usual, but we'll make it. That's Merus 101 coming down the... Yeah, that's Eagle Point up there. Boulder Field's gonna be off in that direction. Because that way's looking south right now. Alright, just got off of northbound. I was hiking northbound, southbound, and got back onto Merus 101 here in the main canyon. And then all these videos from here on out are going to be on my Lumix camera. It's got zoom on it. Whoop, whoop. A fresh Christmas gift there. So might not be as smooth. And then tomorrow I'll have the GoPro and the other camera, but yeah, forgot to charge the GoPro, so just what I'm working with today. Not a good idea to walk backwards here. That's facing southbound into Palo Duro Canyon. This being the north fork, or the salt fork that goes north. So this way being north that we're looking now. And this is facing east. And here's a piece of petrified wood. Woo! Oh, Lord. That's got to be a meter long at least. 3 to 4 feet. I would say 4 feet long. Probably 2.5, 3 feet tall at the center there. Wow. And absolutely no wind today. It's nice. Not often you get a day with zero wind, or what feels like zero wind out here. Oh, and then I guess I should say Eagle Point is right up there. Pretty bouldery to me. about to get fun here in just a second. Saw a nice, suspicious area up there. Looks like the rocks come together. Could be a cool spot, you never know. It's a little bit of a journey up there. I think I'm gonna do it though. Yeah, some cool sandstone erosion up here, no doubt, but I don't know that I'll be making the trek up here again, so I'll get on top of there and look down from it from above. We'll see, but don't imagine it to be anything too deep or carved. Still tired. Let's see what time it is. It's about 12:30, and I started hiking at 10:30 or so. All right, made it to a good viewpoint here. Managed to find one of these small game trails that walks the rim here. Big old bee. See it there. Those Aoudad, they walk these trails and these rims all year round, so I think out there is Highway 207. Let's see if I can, whoops, keep it steady. That's the main body of the Palo Duro right there, running left to right. And this coming up to the north of the canyon. And this is Boulder Creek Field, or Boulder Field Creek, or Boulder Creek, or Boulder Field Trail, I don't know. Still plan to go all the way back up in there. That's where I started. The cutoff off of Merus 101, right there. Get into more of the sandstone boulders. I couldn't even imagine seeing one of those, the size of that, fall off. Imagine the force and the sound and the impact that it would make. Oof. That would be something to behold. Once in a lifetime, truly. And any number, even one that's half the size of what some of these are, would be tremendous. Let alone like that one in center frame there, or any number. That one, or that one. Shoot, even this one right here. Or this one. That would be amazing. That. I think after today, I'm just about done scrambling over boulders. There's a nice shot out there, kind of. Yeah. Something also I think is cool is as these boulders, you know, who knows, maybe this one right here, I can't really get it all in frame, could have all been one at one point and just withered and cracked. But how long they've been in these riverbeds and how they're shaped by them just in that short time as well. Having this slide right there, it's obviously from the water rushing through that area. A perfect little cubby, little nest. Looks like another cool spot up there. I'm not going up there this time though. Alright, so just right past that tree is where I'm going. Right where that drop-off ledge is, that's where the trail ends. And that's sandstone boulders everywhere and through. You can imagine how awesome it is through here during spring and summer when all these different plants are bloomed. Alright, hit the end of the trail. But I'm going to make my way up there. These sunken in waterfalls, or I don't know what exactly you call them, but sunken in holes here. Staple of the area. And in my experience, there can be some fun stuff on the other side of that wall there, but this one doesn't look like too big. I'm sure it's still cool though. There's another huge sheer face right there as well. I don't know what fungus or anything this is. I have never seen it before though, so I don't know if it's rare, but it looks pretty cool. Ah, sorry. Okay. Ugh. Just holding it with one hand here. I got down so I can hold it with two. Just every time I breathe, I go up. I can't help it. This is a cool spot. Some neat erosions on it, for lack of a better geologic term. Ow. My knee's pretty scraped up. That's it right there. And every time those branches hit it, it's quite a bit of pain. I understand why it's called the Palo Duro, the hard wood. And this is the waterfall just east of the one I recorded a couple minutes ago. I'm walking over to that other one here in just a second. And this is just upstream of the other waterfall, the first one that I recorded, or the one that I walked up on, I should say. Is that alive? I guess it is. Look at that. Look at that. Huh. That's all I gotta say. Huh. Here's that. I can't zoom out enough. Oh. Oh yeah. It's a keyhole into the Palo Duro. Ooh, what a sight. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm walking. Will this be on the west rim of this small canyon here? Boulder Canyon, whatever we want to call it. This is strikingly similar to Tubbs Springs Draw in the Palo Duro Canyon State Park. Although this one's kind of got two waterfalls, it comes into one. It still has that prominent sandstone layer, whatever's in between, and then that red that snakes its way out of here. Down through there, kind of at the lower distances. Tubbs Springs is a little deeper, but nonetheless, very, very reminiscent, very similar to it. And that was waterfall. The first one I showed on top of, and then this is the one to the left here that I walked up on from underneath. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going back or whatnot. I found this sheep trail, well, it's a little right up there, that I'm walking on the rim. It's not this close to the rim, but figured I'd walk that a little bit, maybe a couple more divvies, not too much farther. I do want to see right through on the other side of this. Let's see, where am I looking with my eyes? On the other side of that right there, it goes back in, and I want to see if I could spot anything cool up in there. Not that I would go there right now if I saw anything, but. And then I'll start heading back. It's about 3 o'clock now, I think. Yeah, 2:45. Sun will set around 5:30, 6 o'clock. Yeah, I don't think this is the trail. I haven't seen any of the purple tile and markers indicating it, but I mean, this is a really well-defined footpath. If this is all just made by sheep, or Aldad. This is a really well-defined footpath, and it's not terribly close to the wall there. I mean, still flat, feels safe. It's good. It's good. Let's see, I'm coming around the bend that I want to scout out here. I would just about die if I saw one of those purple tie-on markers if this was an actual trail. Oh, I'd be so happy. Okay. That looks promising. I don't want to call it a slot necessarily, but that looks like a cool cutout. I'm going to continue walking. I mean, this trail doesn't seem to end. I mean, it just goes the whole side of the canyon. Would love to see that either in fall or spring. Yeah, but for all the boulder scrambling I did, it's really not that far back in here. It took me a lot longer. I mean, just walking on the rim turns a 30-minute boulder scramble up there to a quick 7 to 10 minute leisure walk. Provided you don't mind heights. But it's not, you're not right up on the edge. I mean, it's right there. So I think I decided I am going to try to go up there today. And that means I got to start going down here. Pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Monkey Hollow at Palo. Without all the graffiti. Mother Nature's graffiti right there, but that's alright. Whoops. That's a cheesy wall. Oh yeah. Backpack didn't make it down as gracefully as I did. The little doggy slipped. Oh, about halfway down. Decided to take a break. Looks awfully daunting, the task of trying to get up there, but oh, I don't know. Part of me wants to do it because I don't know that I'll be back here in this particular area ever, or if I'll have a want to come back up in here and do it just for that specifically, but I've already climbed that wall twice. I don't know if I want to do it a third time. But if I don't, then I'm going to ask myself, why not? Because I'm here. And just because I'm a little tired, should I not? It's probably not. I should say I probably should do it. Just forget about being tired. I still got to hike out of the canyon too. Not looking forward to that. Well, I made it. Didn't take me as long as I thought. It's a pretty steep incline nonetheless, but made it, and not all the bells and whistles. Cool spot nonetheless, but it's just about as good as you're gonna get. The other side's a little similar, but it's not anything to write home about. Well, good news is I found the markers again. But bad news is it looks a little overgrown and uphill and in the sun right there where the trail goes. So I'm not going that way, not yet. I'm gonna stick to the creek bed here. Man, I am exhausted. That wore it out of me. I guess I did scale the wall about 3 times in that one area, but still, I mean, whew. I am gonna be so excited to see the car when I get out of here. Whew, all right. Making it back to the main trail now. This is Merus 101. It's gonna take me up to northbound and then to Eagle Point Trail from there. I think, I don't know, maybe roundabout. I don't know. I didn't look at the map today. I forgot to bring one, but I knew kind of where to go and what to do. So that's Boulder Field. Whatever up in there. Had one heck of an adventure today, that's for sure. I don't know the miles wise. Probably wasn't too terribly far miles wise, because this isn't, I mean, Eagle Point's just right there. That's Eagle Point right up there, so. Not terribly far. But just the elevation. I mean, I climbed that wall 3 times. Yikes. What would compel me to do something like that? I don't know. But it'd be nice to get in the back of one of those and get out of here. Whew, what a day. Made it back up here to Eagle Point. Whoop. Not the place to slip. Whew, man, what a day. I'm worn out from today. That hike kicked my butt. Whew, it'd be nice to stay up here for a minute, catch my breath, and head back to the car. The car is no more than 20-minute walk. Finish up the hike there. I got to go to the top of the rim and past the campsites, and that's pretty much where it is. So, whew. Anyone that made it this far, I appreciate you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next adventure, which for me will be tomorrow. For y'all, probably be a week or 2 or so.